When we're striving to make our deepest hopes come true, there's one word we often rely on: will. But what exactly is this thing we call will or willpower? It's like our inner boss that helps us decide what to do and then get started doing it. It's not just about wishing or dreaming, it's what gets us moving from thinking to doing. Willpower is like a bridge between what we want inside and what we actually do outside. It's like a boss that tells our mind, heart, and body to work together towards a certain goal. When it comes to making your dreams real, using your willpower is like unlocking a strong inner energy. It helps you bring your ideas and goals to life. Normally, people think of willpower as a way to control themselves or say no to things they want, but it's more than that. In this audiobook, we explore the concept of willpower in a new light, emphasizing its significance in achieving success. Willpower isn't just about resisting temptations or pushing through difficulties. It's a force that fuels our actions and propels us toward our aspirations. Imagine it as a reservoir of energy within you, ready to be tapped into whenever you need it most. Whether you're striving to accomplish a personal goal or make a difference in the world, willpower serves as your ally in the journey. By understanding the nature of willpower, you gain the ability to harness its potential effectively. Instead of viewing it as a finite resource that depletes with each exertion, see it as a renewable source of strength that grows with practice and determination. Cultivating willpower involves nurturing habits that support your ambitions, fostering self-discipline, and staying focused on your objectives. Moreover, recognizing the role of willpower in shaping our lives empowers us to take charge of our destinies. It reminds us that we have the agency to mold our circumstances and create the reality we desire. Whether it's pursuing a career, fostering relationships, or pursuing personal growth, willpower is the driving force behind transformative change. This audiobook reframes the concept of willpower as a potent energy that fuels our endeavors and shapes our destinies. By tapping into this inner reservoir of strength, we can overcome obstacles, achieve our dreams, and make a meaningful impact on the world around us. Think of willpower like a hidden power inside you, like a big tank of energy waiting for you to use it. When you learn how to use this power, it can turn your biggest dreams into real things you can touch and see. It's not just about saying no to something you want in the moment. It's about using your energy to build the life you dream about. Let's imagine a young person with a big idea for a new project. They face lots of problems along the way. It's not that they don't have the skills or the stuff they need, but sometimes they feel unsure if they can really make it happen. But when they start thinking about willpower differently, like it's a special energy they can use, everything changes. Instead of just doing the things they need to do, they start thinking differently. They become really determined and focused on what they want to achieve. Even though it's a small change, it makes a big difference. Problems that used to seem too big start to seem smaller, and new opportunities start popping up. Because they're using their strong willpower, their project goes from just an idea to something real and successful. The idea of willpower has interested people from different cultures and ways of thinking for a long time. In ancient Greece, they talked about something called thymos, which was like the part of you that's full of spirit and drive, a bit like what we now call willpower. Plato, one of their famous thinkers, wrote about it a lot. He thought it was really important for being good and achieving great things. In other parts of the world, like in Hinduism and Buddhism, they also have ideas about willpower. They connect it closely to something called intention or sankalpa. They believe your willpower is a strong force that can shape what happens to you in life. They say it's important to use your willpower for good things, like reaching spiritual goals and following the rules of the universe. In Christianity, people often talk about willpower in relation to something called free will and moral responsibility. Free will means being able to choose between what's good and what's bad, and using your willpower to make those choices is a big deal in Christian thinking about how to live a good life. Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche had unique thoughts about willpower. He believed it was a crucial aspect of human existence. According to Nietzsche, people are motivated not only by basic survival instincts or the desire to procreate, but also by a yearning for power and control. Nietzsche saw willpower as more than just the drive to meet basic needs. He argued that humans are inherently driven by a desire for dominance and influence over their surroundings. This perspective suggests that the pursuit of power is a fundamental aspect of human nature. For Nietzsche, the quest for power went beyond mere physical strength or authority over others. It encompassed the ability to shape one's destiny and exert control over one's own life. In his view, true fulfillment and self-realization came from mastering one's will and asserting oneself in the world. Nietzsche's ideas challenge conventional notions of human motivation, emphasizing the importance of personal agency and ambition. According to his philosophy, the pursuit of power is a driving force behind human behavior, shaping individuals' actions and aspirations. Philosopher Immanuel Kant had a unique take on willpower that centered around morality and ethical decision-making. Unlike Nietzsche, Kant emphasized the importance of doing what's right rather than seeking power or control. Kant believed that willpower is closely linked to our capacity for rational thought and moral reasoning. He introduced the concept of goodwill, which involves acting out of a sense of duty and moral obligation rather than personal gain or desire. According to Kant, true ethical behavior stems from a pure will, where actions are guided by a commitment to moral principles. For Kant, the essence of moral action lies in doing what is right simply because it is the right thing to do, without any ulterior motives or expectations of reward. This emphasis on moral duty and integrity sets Kant's philosophy apart from other theories of willpower. In Kant's view, individuals demonstrate true moral agency when they act out of a sense of duty and uphold universal moral principles, regardless of personal desires or external pressures. This concept of moral autonomy underscores the importance of individual conscience and ethical responsibility. Kant's perspective challenges the notion that willpower is primarily driven by self-interest or the pursuit of power. Instead, he posits that ethical behavior arises from a deep-seated commitment to morality and a dedication to doing what is morally right. In addition to cultural and philosophical investigations, scientists have been studying willpower using advanced technology to learn more about how our minds and bodies are connected. Neuroscience, a branch of science that focuses on the brain and nervous system, has made big strides in this area. Researchers have used brain scans to see which parts of the brain are active when we make decisions and control ourselves. They've found that certain parts, like the prefrontal cortex, are really important for things like making choices and stopping ourselves from doing things impulsively. This helps us understand how willpower works in our brains. Psychology, another field of science, looks at how our thoughts and feelings affect our bodies and vice versa. This is important because it helps us see how our willpower can get weaker or stronger. It's like how a muscle gets tired after you use it a lot. But the cool thing is that our brains can actually change and get better at using willpower over time. This is called neuroplasticity. It means that our brains can make new connections and learn new things, so our willpower can grow stronger with practice and experience. Psychology offers an interesting concept called the dual systems model, which sheds light on how our willpower works. According to this idea, we have two different ways of thinking, each influencing our behavior in distinct ways. The first way is fast and automatic. It's like when we do something without really stopping to think about it. This quick thinking is handy for everyday tasks and helps us respond rapidly to situations. The second way is slower and more thoughtful. This is when we take our time to consider our options before making a decision. It's the kind of thinking we use when we're planning or reflecting. Now here's where willpower comes into play. Sometimes these two ways of thinking don't line up. Our fast automatic impulses might urge us to do something, but our slower, more deliberate thinking tells us it's not the best idea. That's when willpower kicks in. Willpower helps us override those quick impulses by using the slower, more controlled way of thinking. It's like tapping into our inner strength to resist temptation or make a better choice, even when it's hard. Psychologist Roy Baumeister introduced the concept of ego depletion, offering insights into how our willpower works. Imagine your willpower as a battery. It can run out of energy, just like your muscles get tired after a workout. Ego depletion suggests that when we use our willpower a lot, it becomes depleted, leaving us feeling mentally exhausted. This can happen when we exert self-control to resist temptations, make difficult decisions, or persist in challenging tasks. Think about it like this. If you've been making a lot of tough choices or resisting temptations throughout the day, you might start feeling drained. It's like your willpower battery is running low. However, there's good news. Just as we recharge our phones when they're low on battery, we can also replenish our willpower. Finding ways to rest and relax can help restore our mental energy and boost our willpower reserves. Simple activities like taking breaks, practicing mindfulness, or engaging in activities we enjoy can help recharge our willpower. By giving ourselves time to rest and recuperate, we can replenish our mental energy and feel more capable of tackling challenges. Psychologists Deci and Ryan introduced the self-determination theory, offering valuable insights into how our sense of control influences our willpower. According to this theory, our ability to exert willpower is closely tied to how much we feel in control of our actions. Imagine a time when you were able to stick to a goal or task with ease. Chances are, you felt a sense of ownership and autonomy over your actions. This feeling of being in control is at the heart of self-determination theory. When we believe that what we're doing is our choice and aligns with our values and interests, we're more likely to tap into our willpower and stay committed to our goals. This sense of autonomy fuels our motivation and empowers us to overcome obstacles along the way. Think of it like this. When we feel like we have a say in our actions and that they reflect our true selves, we're more invested in staying the course. This intrinsic motivation drives us to use our willpower effectively and persevere, even when faced with challenges. Self-determination theory reminds us of the importance of aligning our actions with our values and interests. By actively choosing goals that resonate with us and fostering a sense of autonomy in our pursuits, we can harness the full potential of our willpower. Whether it's pursuing a personal passion, sticking to a healthy habit, or striving towards a long-term goal, recognizing our autonomy and sense of control can fuel our determination and lead to greater success. There's a really well-known test about willpower called the Stanford Marshmallow Experiment, done by a scientist named Walter Mischel. In this test, kids were given a choice. They could have a small reward right away, like a marshmallow, or wait a bit longer and get a bigger reward. Later on, researchers found that the kids who were able to wait for the bigger reward tended to do better in different parts of their lives. One of the most valuable books you can read about willpower is Power of Will by Frank Channing Haddock. This book dives deep into the topic of will and offers specific exercises to help you improve your ability to focus and imagine things. I found it really helpful because it covers everything you need to know, and it provides practical techniques you can try out. I highly recommend it, and the best part is you can easily find it since it's in the public domain. According to Dr. Russell Conwell, success doesn't hide behind secrets or mysteries. Instead, it speaks loudly and clearly, proclaiming one simple truth: willpower. Throughout his career, Dr. Conwell has tirelessly promoted the idea that anyone who embraces their willpower possesses the key to achieving remarkable feats in life. Dr. Conwell's message is straightforward yet profound. When individuals listen to the call of their willpower and take action, they set themselves on the path to success. He encourages Americans to harness their inner strength and determination, believing that with the right mindset and a willingness to persevere, greatness is within reach. For Dr. Conwell, willpower isn't just a concept, it's a guiding force that empowers individuals to overcome challenges and pursue their dreams. By embracing this inner drive and saying, "Let's go," people unlock their full potential and embark on a journey towards fulfillment and accomplishment. Through his teachings and writings, Dr. Conwell has inspired countless individuals to recognize the power of their willpower and to seize the opportunities that come their way. He reminds us that success isn't reserved for the chosen few, but is attainable for anyone willing to heed the call of their inner strength. Haddock talks about the human will, saying it's a bit mysterious and not fully understood. Even though we might not know everything about it, we all know it's there and we use it in our daily lives. Some people might not believe in spiritual things, but everyone agrees that willpower is a real thing. While experts might have different ideas about where it comes from, how it works, and what it can do, they all agree that it's a big part of our minds, and it's really important in how we live our lives. Mastering the skill of making things happen depends a lot on knowing how to use your willpower. It's like the engine that powers your dreams into reality. Willpower isn't just about pushing through tough times or sticking with something. It's a dynamic force that helps you create the world you want to live in. It's like a bridge connecting what you want deep down with what's happening outside of you, making it possible for your ideas and wishes to become real things you can see and touch. The whole idea of making things happen starts with turning what's in your mind into something real. Creating change in our lives is like a graceful dance between our thoughts and the world around us. It all starts with setting our intentions, deciding what we really want. Willpower is like the spark that ignites this process, helping us to clearly see our desires. It's like turning on a guiding light that leads us forward. As we take steps toward our goals, we engage in visualization, where we let our imagination take the lead. Willpower supports us in creating vivid mental pictures of what we want, adding in all the little details and feelings. But it's not just about seeing things in our minds. It's also about feeling them in our hearts. This emotional connection is really important. It's like making sure an instrument is perfectly tuned so that the music it makes matches our intentions perfectly. Willpower is like a superpower that helps us keep our emotions in check and strengthens our desires. It's not just about how we feel, it's also about taking action. While thoughts and feelings are important, willpower is what transforms them into tangible steps that propel us towards our goals. It serves as the engine that drives us forward, turning our dreams into reality. Imagine you have a big dream or goal in mind. You may feel excited or motivated about it, but without willpower, those feelings might remain just thoughts. Willpower is what empowers you to take action, to make the necessary decisions, and put in the effort to move closer to your aspirations. Whether it's resisting distractions, overcoming obstacles, or staying focused when things get tough, willpower is the force that keeps us on track. It helps us stay committed to our objectives, even when faced with challenges or setbacks. In life, there are times when things get tough and problems arise. During these challenging moments, willpower acts as your anchor, a source of strength and determination that keeps you grounded and resilient, even when the journey feels hard. Picture yourself sailing through stormy seas. Amidst the crashing waves and turbulent winds, your anchor keeps you steady, preventing you from drifting off course. Similarly, when faced with adversity, willpower provides the stability and resolve you need to stay focused on your goals. No matter how rough the road ahead may seem, willpower empowers you to stick to your vision and keep moving forward. It's like a guiding light that illuminates the path ahead, showing you the way even in the darkest of times. When challenges arise, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or discouraged. But with willpower as your ally, you find the strength to persevere and overcome obstacles. Instead of giving in to doubt or despair, you draw upon your inner reserves of determination and resilience, forging ahead with unwavering resolve. Willpower not only helps you navigate through tough times, but also fuels your progress towards your goals. It gives you the courage to take risks, the persistence to overcome setbacks, and the motivation to keep pushing forward, one step at a time. After all the hard work, there's a really special moment when you finally get what you've been aiming for. This is when willpower steps in to help you stay open and thankful, so you can appreciate and accept what you've achieved. It's a time to look back and see how far you've come, from just wishing for something to actually making it happen. Through this whole process, you realize that making things happen isn't just about following steps. It's more like going on a journey that keeps changing and growing. Willpower is there every step of the way, helping you stay focused and determined. It's about realizing that what you think and want can actually change the world around you. With strong willpower, you can use that power to create the life you want. So how can we make our willpower stronger? Now that we know it's a real thing, how can we use it to make our dreams come true? Strengthening your willpower is like working out a muscle in your brain. It gets stronger with practice. Just like a runner trains for a marathon, you can train your willpower to handle tough situations and achieve big goals. The trick is to start small and work your way up. Begin with simple exercises and slowly make them more challenging as you go along. It's all about building up your mental strength step by step. In almost every audiobook, I often mention a technique that I find really useful. It's called mindfulness, and the reason I keep coming back to it is because it's helpful for so many things. Mindfulness is all about paying attention to what's going on in your mind and body. When you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, you start to have more control over how you react to things. One specific way of practicing mindfulness is by learning to observe your thoughts without judging them and bringing your attention back to what's happening right now. This practice not only makes your willpower stronger, but also makes you feel better overall, mentally and emotionally. It's like giving your mind a workout to keep it healthy and strong. Another method to strengthen your willpower is fasting. You can start by fasting for just one day. This is a test of your self-control. Can you resist the urge to eat and only drink water for a day? Fasting is a way to challenge yourself and build your inner strength. It's like facing the resistance within yourself and getting to know your true willpower better. As you practice fasting more often, you'll become more familiar with your inner strength and your ability to resist temptations. So, try fasting for one day, then maybe 2 or 3 days and see how long you can go. Each time you do it, you'll be developing your inner willpower. Setting clear and achievable goals is another effective way to enhance your willpower. When you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, your willpower gains direction and purpose. By breaking down your big goals into smaller, manageable steps, you create a roadmap that guides your actions and keeps you motivated along the way. Imagine you have a big goal you want to accomplish, like learning a new skill or achieving a fitness milestone. By breaking it down into smaller tasks, you make it more manageable and less overwhelming. Each small step you take brings you closer to your ultimate objective, fueling your motivation and strengthening your willpower. Celebrating each little victory you achieve along the way is essential. Whether it's mastering a new technique, reaching a mini milestone, or completing a task on your to-do list, acknowledging your progress boosts your confidence and reinforces your commitment to your goals. Think of it like climbing a mountain, one step at a time. Each step you take brings you closer to the summit, and each milestone you reach is cause for celebration. By focusing on the journey and recognizing your achievements, you stay motivated and empowered to keep pushing forward. Setting clear and reachable goals provides a sense of direction and purpose that fuels your willpower. It helps you stay focused, organized, and motivated, even when faced with challenges or setbacks. By breaking down your goals into manageable steps and celebrating your progress along the way, you set yourself up for success and empower yourself to achieve great things. In addition to setting clear goals, there are several other basic strategies you can use to boost your willpower and achieve your objectives. These include visualizing your success, establishing a regular routine, and taking care of your physical health. Visualizing your success involves mentally picturing yourself accomplishing your goals. By imagining yourself achieving success, you can increase your motivation and confidence, making it easier to stay focused and committed to your objectives. Establishing a regular routine can also help strengthen your willpower. By creating a consistent schedule for your daily activities, You reduce decision fatigue and make it easier to stick to your plans. A routine provides structure and discipline, helping you stay on track and avoid distractions. Taking care of your physical health is another important factor in boosting your willpower. Your energy level plays a significant role in your ability to exert self-control and resist temptations. By prioritizing activities that support your physical well-being, such as getting enough sleep, eating nutritious foods, and staying active, you can enhance your overall energy levels and strengthen your willpower. Remember, small changes can lead to big results. By incorporating these simple strategies into your daily routine, you can strengthen your willpower and increase your chances of success in achieving your goals. Integrating these techniques into your life is a good starting point, but if you're looking to take your willpower to the next level, there are more advanced strategies you can try as well. Let's start with an exercise focusing on attention. Find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Sit comfortably and try to clear your mind of any thoughts or distractions. This might be hard at first, but keep trying to keep your mind empty for as long as you can. How long can you keep it up? Don't worry if you can only do it for a short time. With practice, you'll get better. Try doing this exercise every day for 10 days, then take a break for 2 days. Make sure to keep track of how long you can maintain your focus each time you do the exercise. At the end of the 10 days, look back at your progress and see how much you've improved. Remember, building strong willpower takes time and effort, so keep at it. In the end, the best exercise you can do is to stretch out how long you visualize what you want to make real. How long do you usually spend imagining something? Maybe it's just for a few seconds or a minute, but I want you to challenge yourself to set goals for visualizing for longer periods of time. Imagine if you could sit and visualize for 2 or 3 hours straight. That would be a big test of your willpower. If you can imagine something in such detail and depth for that long, it's like reaching a state similar to lucid dreaming. Defining willpower is tricky, but this exercise gives you a really good sense of what true willpower is all about. It's about pushing your mind to focus intensely on what you want to achieve, no matter how challenging it may be. Here's another exercise to boost your willpower. Let your mind wander freely for a while. Then take some time to write down everything you remember from those wandering thoughts. After that, go through your notes and find the connections between the different thoughts. You'll see that even though your mind may wander aimlessly, there's still a reason behind it all. The goal here is to learn to control your thoughts better. By observing and analyzing your wandering thoughts, you can start to understand how your mind works and how different ideas are connected. Repeat this exercise 6 times and do it every day for 10 days with breaks in between. On the 10th day, compare your notes from each session and see how your ability to focus and control your thoughts has improved over time. This exercise can help you become more aware of your thoughts and strengthen your willpower. Here's another exercise you can try to strengthen your willpower. Start by sitting quietly and clearing your mind for a few moments. Then switch gears and focus on thinking about just one thing. Try to push out any other thoughts and keep your attention solely on that one subject for as long as you can. The goal here isn't to let your mind wander or explore different ideas about the subject. Instead, it's about concentrating intensely on that single idea, just like when you focus your gaze on an object and block out everything else around you. After each session, take a break and then repeat the exercise 6 times. Keep track of your progress each time you do it. Try doing this exercise every day for 10 days, making sure to take breaks in between. This consistent practice will help you build up your willpower over time. Here's another exercise you can try to boost your willpower. First, sit comfortably for a minute and think about your mind as if it's busy reasoning things out. Try to avoid letting your mind wander or get distracted by random thoughts or sensations. Instead, focus on the idea of your mind being capable of reasoning. Next, spend about 5 minutes deliberately thinking through a specific line of reasoning. Don't just let your thoughts drift. Actively guide them along a logical path. Afterwards, Try to recall what you thought about and write down the results from memory. Take a break after each session and then repeat the exercise again. Keep doing this multiple times, trying to improve each time you do it. This exercise helps you practice focusing your mind on logical thinking and strengthens your ability to reason effectively. Here's another exercise to help boost your willpower. It's called the delay gratification exercise. The idea is to practice delaying your immediate desires to strengthen your self-control. For example, if you often find yourself checking social media constantly, try setting a rule for yourself to wait 15 to 30 minutes before you allow yourself to check it. As you get more comfortable with waiting, gradually increase the amount of time you wait before checking. This exercise is really helpful for building up your ability to resist impulsive behaviors. By practicing delaying gratification, you'll become better at controlling your impulses and making more deliberate choices. Give it a try and see how it works for you. Over time, you'll notice that you're more in control of your actions and better able to resist temptations. Here's another exercise to boost your willpower. It's called the 5-minute challenge. Choose a simple task that you've been putting off, like writing in a journal or organizing a drawer. Then, set a timer for 5 minutes and start working on that task. The key here is to just get started and keep going until the timer goes off. The goal of this exercise is to develop the habit of starting things, which can often be the toughest part. By committing to just 5 minutes of work, you'll find it easier to overcome procrastination and build momentum towards accomplishing your goals. Try this exercise regularly to strengthen your willpower and make it easier to tackle tasks that you might have been avoiding. Over time, you'll become more disciplined and efficient in getting things done. Here's a really effective exercise I've found. Learning to hold your breath. It's a great way to tap into your inner strength and test your willpower. Think about it. Your body's natural response is to breathe in when you start to run out of air. But can you resist that urge and hold your breath for longer? As you practice this exercise and challenge your willpower, you'll start to see how it relates to your everyday life. The longer you can hold your breath, the more you'll realize that you have the strength to overcome challenges and stay focused on your goals, even when things get tough. Give it a try and see how it helps you build your willpower over time. It's a simple exercise, but it can have a big impact on your ability to stay disciplined and determined in all areas of your life. Here's another exercise you can try to boost your willpower. Choose an object in your surroundings, like a chair or a tree, either indoors or outdoors. Look at this object closely and steadily. Don't strain your eyes, just use them naturally. Start by noticing the object's size. Estimate how big it is and how far away it is from you and other things around it. Look at its shape and compare it to other objects nearby. Pay attention to its color. Does it blend in with its surroundings? If not, how does it stand out? Try to figure out what the object is made of and how it was made. What is its purpose? And is it fulfilling that purpose? Can it be improved in any way? As you gather all this information, keep your mind focused on the task. It might be hard at first and you might find yourself getting distracted, but keep at it. Persistence is key. Eventually you'll find it easier to stay focused and gather information with ease and speed. This exercise helps train your mind to stay attentive and focused, improving your overall willpower. Here are just a few exercises to help you strengthen your willpower. But if you want more, I recommend checking out the book by Haddock. It's packed with hundreds of exercises designed to boost your willpower. Willpower is like the magic ingredient that turns your dreams into reality. It's the inner strength and determination that propels you forward, helping you overcome obstacles and achieve your goals. If you find yourself struggling to make things happen, it might be because you're not directing enough willpower towards your aspirations. Imagine you have a dream you want to pursue, like starting your own business or learning a new skill. While having a vision is important, it's your willpower that provides the fuel to take action and turn that vision into a tangible outcome. Think of willpower as the engine that drives you towards your goals. Without enough fuel, willpower, the engine might sputter and stall, making it difficult to make progress. By directing your willpower towards your goals, you ignite the engine and propel yourself forward with determination and resolve. Sometimes it's easy to get sidetracked or discouraged along the way. You might encounter obstacles or face setbacks that test your resolve. In those moments, it's crucial to tap into your willpower and stay focused on your goals. Building and maintaining willpower requires practice and commitment. Just like exercising a muscle, you can strengthen your willpower through consistent effort and self-discipline. By setting clear goals, staying motivated, and staying resilient in the face of challenges, you can cultivate a strong willpower that empowers you to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. Your willpower is a remarkable force that drives you towards your goals, but it's essential to acknowledge that it has its limits. Similar to a muscle, your willpower can become fatigued if it's overworked. This doesn't indicate weakness, it's simply a natural aspect of how our bodies and minds function. Consider a long day filled with challenging tasks or resisting various temptations. By the end of the day, you might find yourself feeling mentally exhausted, even if you started with plenty of motivation and determination. This feeling of fatigue is your body's way of signaling that your willpower reserves are depleted. Understanding the limits of willpower is crucial for practicing self-care and maintaining overall well-being. Just as you wouldn't expect your muscles to perform at their peak indefinitely without rest, it's unrealistic to expect endless willpower without moments of fatigue. Instead of viewing this as a weakness, consider it an opportunity to prioritize self-care and recharge your mental energy. Taking breaks, practicing relaxation techniques, and engaging in activities that bring you joy can all help replenish your willpower reserves. By honoring your body and mind's need for rest and recovery, you can ensure that your willpower remains strong and sustainable over the long term. Remember, acknowledging your limits is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom and self-awareness. You can learn to work within the boundaries of your willpower by acknowledging your feelings, taking small steps toward your goals, learning from setbacks, being kind to yourself, and giving yourself time to rest and recharge when you need it. These are all important ways to take care of your willpower and make sure you're using it effectively. The first step in making your dreams come true is to set clear goals. These goals act like a target that you aim for, a finish line to reach, and a way to focus your willpower. To set effective goals, it's important to understand exactly what you want to achieve. Take some time to figure out what matters most to you. Your goals should reflect your core values and passions. Make sure your goals are specific. Instead of having a vague idea like, I want to be healthier, be precise and say something like, I want to exercise for 30 minutes every day. It's also helpful to set measurable criteria for your goals. This means figuring out how you'll know when you've made progress. For example, if you're aiming to improve your financial situation, set a specific amount of money you want to save or debt you want to pay off. Then, give yourself a deadline for achieving these goals. Having a deadline creates a sense of urgency, which is similar to willpower. It helps you stay focused and motivated. Goals are like the finish line of a race, but intentions are more about how you run the race, the mindset and attitudes you carry along the way. Intentions are bigger than goals. They're about the kind of person you want to be and the values you want to live by. For instance, let's say your goal is to become a successful writer. That's the destination you're aiming for. But your intention might be broader. It could be about expressing creativity and connecting with others through your writing. Intentions are like the compass that guides you on your journey towards your goals. While goals provide you with direction, intentions give your journey purpose and meaning. They shape your actions and decisions, helping you stay true to yourself and what matters most to you. Imagine you have a goal in mind, like getting healthier or advancing in your career. Your intention might be to approach this goal with kindness, determination, or gratitude. These intentions act as guiding principles that influence how you pursue your goals, and navigate challenges along the way. Intentions provide a deeper sense of meaning to your journey. They remind you of your values and aspirations, helping you align your actions with what truly matters to you. Whether it's fostering personal growth, making a positive impact on others, or living authentically, intentions infuse your journey with purpose and significance. For example, if your goal is to improve your fitness, your intention might be to prioritize self-care and listen to your body's needs. With this intention in mind, you approach your workouts with compassion and respect for your well-being, rather than pushing yourself too hard or comparing yourself to others. Similarly, if your goal is to advance in your career, your intention might be to approach challenges with resilience and an open mind. With this intention guiding you, you embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth and maintain a positive attitude in the face of adversity. By setting clear intentions, you cultivate a mindful awareness of your actions and choices. You become more intentional in how you live your life, fostering a sense of fulfillment and authenticity in everything you do. To get the most out of the practices and exercises I've shared with you, try to make them a regular part of your daily routine. By integrating them into your everyday life, you can turn temporary changes into long-lasting transformations. Start by taking small steps. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to do too much all at once. Set reminders to help you remember to practice these exercises regularly. You can also try linking them to habits you already have. For example, if you want to meditate every day, you could do it right after brushing your teeth in the morning. Remember that this is a lifelong journey. Understanding and harnessing your willpower isn't something you can achieve in just a month. It's something you'll continue to work on for the rest of your life. Be patient with yourself. Willpower is like the engine that powers your ability to focus and direct your efforts toward creating the reality you desire. It's what helps you stay on track, even when faced with distractions and other things vying for your attention. Having strong willpower means you can maintain deep focus, especially when there are lots of things trying to pull you away. It's what allows you to get into the flow state, the times when you're completely absorbed in what you're doing, leading to your best performance and success in life. Let's try a quick meditation to boost your willpower and help you understand how it works. First, find a quiet, comfy spot where you won't be disturbed. Sit in a relaxed position, whether it's on a chair with your feet on the ground or on a cushion with your legs crossed. Close your eyes gently. Start by taking slow, deep breaths. With each inhale, feel yourself getting calmer, and with each exhale, let go of any tension you're holding onto. Keep breathing deeply, focusing on the rhythm of your breath. Shift your attention to your breath. Notice the air flowing in and out of your lungs. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, or the sensation of air passing through your nostrils. As you continue to breathe deeply and rhythmically, let go of any busy thoughts from your day. Just concentrate on your breathing. Allow yourself to relax more with each breath. This meditation is your time to pause and focus solely on your breath, helping you feel more centered and grounded. Let's focus on how your body feels. Start by paying attention to your head and then slowly move down to your toes. If you feel any tightness or discomfort, just notice it. As you breathe out, imagine releasing that tightness and letting your body relax. Picture yourself as a tree. Its roots are deep in the ground and its branches stretch up high. This tree represents your inner strength and determination. Imagine being like this tree, feeling connected to your own strength and stability. Now, think about a challenge you're dealing with or might face soon. See yourself as that strong tree facing the challenge. Feel the power of your determination and the calmness of your spirit as you deal with and overcome the challenge. Enjoy the feeling of success and strength that comes from using your inner power effectively. Let's take a moment to think about times when we've managed to do things, even when it was tough. Think about those moments and feel thankful for them. You have this amazing strength inside you that you can use whenever you want. Repeat this with me. I control what I do and where I go in life. Every day I become stronger and closer to what I want. Just like a strong tree, I can stay strong when things get hard. I know what I want, and I make it happen with focus and clarity. I can handle anything that gets in my way and succeed. I'm determined and committed to my path and what I want to achieve. Every choice I make comes from my strong will and focus. I can recharge my willpower and make it even stronger every time I face a challenge. I use my inner strength to make good things happen in my life and in the world. With every breath, I remind myself of how determined I am. I control myself and make choices that are good for me. My ability to bounce back from tough times is super important for me to do well. I'm always changing and growing, and my willpower helps me get there. Let's really think about these words and let them sink in deep. Imagine your willpower getting stronger and stronger. Picture it like a real energy flowing into your body, and you're grabbing hold of it. You can use this energy to do anything you set your mind to. It's like adding fuel to the fire inside you, waking you up to all the amazing things you can do. Remember what Ralph Waldo Emerson once said? Having a strong determination is what shows who you really are. Not just any old determination, not just wanting something badly, but that powerful and unstoppable will that crushes obstacles and risks like a brave explorer walking through icy lands in winter. It's what lights up your eyes and brain with a proud feeling, pushing you towards things you thought were impossible. Willpower turns people into giants, and you're a giant. All it takes is a bit of willpower stirring inside you. You can build up your willpower by taking control and doing things purposefully. Start by taking charge of it, and with deliberate actions, you can make your dreams come true. Everything you want is within your reach. Just like Emerson once said, every experience teaches us how to use our willpower, from when we're babies learning to use our senses to when we're grown-ups saying, "I'll do what's right." We're figuring out that we can control not only small things but big things too, even the whole chain of events, and shape everything to fit who we are. If you're interested in learning more about willpower and how it works, I suggest checking out these books. Mindset by Carol S. Dweck, The Now Habit by Neil Fiore, No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline by Brian Tracy, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, Willpower Rediscovering Our Greatest Strength by Roy F. Baumeister and John Tierney, The Little Book of Big Change, The No Willpower Approach to Breaking Any Habit, and The Marshmallow Test, Mastering Self-Control by Walter Mischel. These books offer different perspectives on willpower and self-control that you might find interesting and helpful. I suggest trying out the exercises from Frank Hack's book. There are various exercises you can try, such as ones for your eyes, ears, taste, and smell. It's impossible to cover all the important parts of willpower in just one episode, but a really good way to think about it is how Hack defines it. The will is the soul itself exercising self-direction. This means that your willpower is like the core of who you are, guiding you in the choices you make and the actions you take. It's like your inner compass pointing you in the direction you want to go. I believe that the main idea behind willpower is that it's like a kind of energy we can use to make things happen. Thank you for listening.